What's up guys, it's Camp Cut. So I'm gonna try to do this quick video. I'm not gonna try to hold anybody up long. I got about 3 or 4 emails. People want me to explain to them how to do poor man's cover call. A lot of people want to do the rental strategy. A lot of people want to rent shares out for passive income, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't have enough money to buy good stocks to do the rental strategy. Yes, you can find a dollar stock, a $5 stock, and buy 100 shares, but you only want to do the rental strategy on stocks that you love. Like, will you buy a house that you don't like? Will you buy an asset that you're not interested in, you don't have faith in? So why would you want to do it with the stock market? You know what I mean? You don't want to straight buy a penny stock and try to rent them out for rental income, because for one, it's not going to work. For two, you're going to end up losing badly, you know? So what is a poor man's cover call? A poor man's cover call is kind of like a spread almost, you know what I mean? It starts with a leap option. For those who know what a leap option is, a leap option is when you buy a call option contract that's at least a year out. Some people do 7 months and get away with it, but a year is ideal. Even better, 2 years. Now let's backtrack. What is a call option? What is a stock? What's the difference? Well, we're not going to get into in depth of what is a stock, what is a call option. But what I'm trying to say, when you buy a stock, you own the asset. You own the asset and you control the asset. But when you buy a call option, you don't own them shares. You're just controlling them shares. And what happens is this: when you buy a call option, market makers see that as your shares. They see it as your shares. And you can actually rent shares out of stocks that you don't own, if that makes sense. So just pause in. Let's use this for example. Just say in the video, or something on the video. And say you wanted to buy 100 shares in the video. It's going to cost you $17,717. Now listen, how many people got $17,000 laying around? And even if you do got $17,000 around, who would feel confident buying 100 shares in the video and don't know how to do the strategy or the best way to do the strategy? So listen, if I own 100 shares in the video for $17,000, how much money could I make off in the video just renting them out? So still weekly, I'm gonna sell a call. So you can make roughly $310 per week. That's about $1,200 a month, which is good. That can pay your mortgage. That can pay your car payment. That can do a lot. That's an extra $1,200 a month. But unfortunately, a lot of people have $17,000 laying around. So the question is, Dion, how can I take advantage? How can I do a car call when I don't have the funds, when I don't have the asset, but I don't have it. I don't have the capital to buy 100 shares in the video at $17,000. That's when a poor man cover call comes in. So again, the poor man cover call pretty much is a leap option. And once you buy the leap option, once you control the leap option for a whole year, you could then write and sell call options against the leap option. So let's go to it. It's really simple. So what I'm going to do, let's go to September next year, 2026. I'm going to buy a call. But check this out. The call option costs me roughly $3,200. Or maybe you could get the 180 call. But it's best to get a call option that's already in the money. It's a lot of good reasons why you should do it already in the money. The main reason is theta. When you're already in the money, theta do not eat up your contracts as fast. Plus, it's a year out, so theta should be very, 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 very minimum. So what you're going to do, you're going to buy a call option, right? A year out, this was September 18th, it cost us $3,200. Listen, I didn't say almost $18,000. I say it's only going to cost you $3,200. So boom, you bought the leap option. Once you buy the leap option, now you can sell calls against it. So check this out. Once you have the leap option, now I'm going to sell calls against my leap option. So I'm going to sell a call. Just check this out. That person that has $17,000 and they wanted to rent their NVIDIA, guess what? I could do the exact same thing and make the exact same amount of money. So check this out. I can make $310 with my leap option every single week. Every single week. Now let me be honest and be transparent. It's not best to do a strike price that's close to your option price. What I would do personally, I would do like the 182 call for a weekly rental income. The 180 is going to pay $124. I mean, you can do the 180, 175, but having is this. If the option go past your leap option strike, you have to sell the person on the other side all them shares of NVIDIA. So what happens is this. When you selling an option, you telling the market maker, you know what? I'm willing to get somebody 100 shares of NVIDIA at $180 a share. We got a leap option. We don't actually control the shares. But the one good thing about the call option is this. The Robinhood, Webull, whatever broker you use, they will actually exercise your call option to pay the other person for what you owe them. So the best thing to do to avoid that is do a strike price that's away from your leap option. So for example, my call option I got is a 175 call, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go $10 out to like the 185. So long as the stock don't go over 185, the premium of my leap option increase in value, and I also collect that rental income. That's the main thing you worry about. So this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to do a 175 call rate and then sell the 177. And once the stock go above 177, the whole strategy is done. Not ruined, it's done. The goal of the leap option is to collect premium, right? But also get the increase in value of your call option. That's the main thing. Getting the increased value of call option is the number one way you're gonna make money. And the side hustle is the rental income. So the 175 call, right? You own that. Now you're gonna do a leap. Now you're gonna sell a call against your leap option. For this example, again, we're gonna use the 182. So that means $124 you're making that week. Long as the VIX don't go over 182, you keep your long leap option and you keep that rental income consistently week after week after week. But however, like I said before, if it's 175 and drop to 180, Robinhood will have to exercise your shares and you'll be out of the position. Still made a little bit of money, but you'll be out of the position. You'll no longer be making rental income. This is by far one of my favorite strategies because you don't need $17,000 to make money. All you need is roughly $3,000 and boom. Great strategy. Listen, y'all want to know more about how to do the poor man cover calls? Listen, hit me up. Join my Discord. It's Camp Cut, and I'm going to